Hello everyone, my name is Hector Mendoza. You're going to see a video that is similar to this, almost identical. But this one here, I am going to go into more detail. I put one out. I had Tommy Weber, Webster, excuse me. Uh, he, I'm training him, and he needs to train me on how to say his name because I call him Tommy, Robert, anything except I'm concentrating so much on this work that I can't even remember his name. But his name is Tommy Webber. Webster. So anyway, let's go. So watching him do this, he's doing a real good job. He can draw this easily, not easily, well, easily, but he's getting faster and faster. But watching him, I thought I could show y'all some stuff that now I can see the problems y'all are gonna have. So let me show you what we found. Okay, okay. He wrote his name in front of me. He's been with me 3 days. I, uh, I call him Robert every once in a while. He reminds me of this guy named Robert. Okay, here we go. So we found some stuff that uh, that the program automatically does. And so now I can find out. Here's the problem. I do those things in my mind so fast that I don't even think about it. So watching somebody make the mistakes I did 5 years ago, it helps me. So let me help y'all out. Okay, because I really want all of y'all to get level 1, level 2, level 3. Once you get your level 2, there's a lot of openings for y'all guys. You'll be able to work safe USAA. There's a bunch of companies now are requiring a level 2 certification. But let me try to help you with level 1. So here we go. So this is what your exam is going to look like. Do not use my numbers because those numbers change. But here's one that I'm going to show you. So the first thing we're going to do, and I'm not going to use commands like I always do. Uh, because I know y'all new and I keep on forgetting that everybody does not know commands. So when you're reading the documentation, um, when you're reading the documentation on how to do this, you're going to have this thing that looks like this. It's going to tell you what you need to do. Okay. It'll tell you to complete blah blah blah. It's going to tell you here's the initial main roof. It tells you that all the extensions and on your hips and your gables are all it says that the garage and hip extensions are subgroups. It talks about all your slopes are 412 and your overhangs and eaves are 16. Okay, so now, so let me show you. So you're gonna go in and I'll be slower because I'm not used to using pull down, so I always have to find this stuff, and which is probably gonna help you too. So go to roof, go to Gable, and by the way, Tommy is not using pull downs; he's using commands. So just to let y'all know, I'm gonna hit tab, 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 tab 4 times to rotate this. Okay, so I'm going to place. Now you don't have an underlayment. I'm using this for training purposes. Okay, so so I'm going to just lay that right there, and I'm going to move this guy over just till about 20, uh, somewhere around 22. I'm not even trying to measure right now, and then move this guy to about, let's say, 43. Okay. And you can't see it because the monitor's small. But now look. So I'm going to remove the underlayment so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to remove the underlayment for a second. I'm going to click where it says roof. I click it to select this roof, right? I'm going to click here so that I can change this area here. So it says that we want this to be 22 comma 4, which is 22 4 feet. Okay, then the next thing we need to do, we're going to click here. I'm going to click on this box right here, the anchor point, right? And then I'm going to go up here and change this to 43. I'm going to hit enter. Okay, so now I'm going to bring my underlayment back to see how close we are. And we're real close. Okay, and this is just so that I can show you instead of me opening up a bunch of documents. And I could always do this, hit my Shift O to see what's going on in the background. Okay, now, okay, so now, remember, if you've seen some of my other videos, the one prior to this is not really important, guys. I'm just showing you to prepare for level 2 and level 3 certification. On this one, it doesn't matter what facets. This is a facet, this is a facet, this is a facet, and so on. It doesn't matter the name and number of the facets because we're not going to be tested in that. But just to show you, somehow whoever drew this didn't they accidentally or they intentionally went and created a gable. And what they did, they clicked on gable, they clicked it aside, right? And just left it there. Because look, you see right here, facet 3 and facet 4. If you notice that the drawing, if yours looks similar to this, yours is probably going to be, yours could be, this one could be 4 and this one could be 5 and so on. So remember, I'm just showing you, just pay attention to what you're doing. Now, since I've already got 3 and 4 here, when I come down here to create this gable, I would, so watch this. I'm going to hit my break tool right here. Okay. So let's, one thing I wasn't thinking was that, y'all don't have an underlayment. So it's real easy for me to do that, right? So watch this. Remember, from here to here, you're going to have to hit, you want to get close to a 14. So look, let me show you how you would do it without an underlayment. So I'm going to hit my break tool. Okay. Now look at this number at the bottom. I'm going to go up until I get close to 14. Okay. Now you don't have to get it exactly, but you got it. Wow, man, that amount took, man. Tommy, he actually he's already created things faster than what I'm teaching y'all. So he started and me in the same time, but I'm talking. He's not. Good job, Tommy.
Let's see if it's right.
Okay. Oh, that's it. No, no, I know. I've been checking everything. I can look at right now. Tell you it's right. Okay.
Looks right?
Yeah, it looks perfect. Oh man, real good, real good. Okay, now so check this out, guys. Uh, I'm gonna go close to 14, and I'm not even just get close to 14. Okay. And then if you look at your um, you know, your document, I don't know if you printed it or however you did. Look at this number right here, 5-3, right? Remember, that's why I do it this way so we don't have to go back and forth. But I want to show you if you didn't have an underlayment. Okay, so now, so I already hit the break tool here. I'm going to hit my control key so I can create an a gable right here. I'm going to move it until I see this. Oh man, I should. Well, to, I should. I was trying to point it out to you. I'm going to move this over till I get close to 5. So I changed that to a 5. It did that to me because I was moving this stuff around. Okay. Now, before we go in too far, let's go ahead and do something. If you're looking at your printout or you're going into Xactimate, you're going to notice that this is called the main roof. So we're going to click here. We're going to call it main. roof. Okay. Another thing, if you look at the documentation, it's going to tell you that your overhang and your rakes are both 16. So we're going to go ahead and change that. So now, uh, oh, you know what? This is supposed to be 5.3. Okay, 5, 3. Okay, so we're going to go back to this roof, and this is going to be called garage, just garage. Okay, now while you're here, you might as well change your overhang eaves. You see, if I click here, it changes this right. I can click here, and all you got to do is hit the delete button and change this to 1.6 and just hit enter. Now your gable uh, it changed, right? Your overhangs. So let me show you, in case you don't know what your overhangs are, let me show you what they are. Okay, so you see right here, you see this number, or not number, but this line? I'm going to change that to a 10 and then to a 10. And now, you see, we're looking at our underlayment. And yours, you see this number, this line and this line are not the same. This line and this line are not the same. That's what we're changing when we're changing the overhangs, right? So I'm going to go back. I'm going to change it to 16 tab 16 enter. Okay. I just wanted to show y'all that. Now we've already changed that to 5.3, and we're going to change that to 4.14. Now let me show y'all something. One thing that you really need to do is go to your options, go to your, oh no, excuse me, just go to measurements. You see right here where it says 1 inch and 1 inch? Let me show y'all something. If I go and look at there, here, so let me turn this off. So look at the underlayment. It says 7 feet, 4 and 9/16 of an inch. Down here it says 14. You got 14, that's correct, right? But yours says 7.5. So here's the thing. You need to come in here. You see where it says roofing rounding? Change that to 1/16. Now you'll notice that your numbers change. See, now you got 7 feet, 4 inches, and 11/16. And there's a 9/16. So let me see what's going on here. If I click here, change that to a 4. So, okay, so now look, I could change that number and that. So let me see here. I'm going to change. You see right here, it says 7 1/8. I'm going to click here. I'm going to change that to just a 7. Okay, so if I hit a 7, enter. Give me a second here. Yeah, it's not going to let me. So if I change this one to, okay, never mind. Okay, so all those numbers are different because remember, I changed this to 16, right? Now, remember, you see this number, this 14 1/4 should say 14. So if I go in here, click here, and change, you're going to see it down here. Look, when I click on that 14, it says 14 1/4. And if I just say 14, enter, now all my numbers are going to be the same. So check this out. Now we got 7 feet, 4 and 9/16. And that's exactly what they have here. 7 feet, 4 and 9/16 of an inch. And you see that 14 is down, it's right there. You see 14. Now if you select it, it throws it sometimes on this other side. But this time it didn't. Okay, cool. Now, so if you wanted to get it exactly, you got to go in here and change this roof rounding to 1/16 of an inch. So now when we come down here, you see right here, well, those numbers are a little, yeah, they're good. 11 feet 2 inches, 11 feet 2 inches. Okay, so now the next thing you would want to do is go in here and let's go ahead and change the we already did 16 good. So we're done here. Let's go to this other side. I'm going to enlarge this down here again. Remember, you're not going to have an underlayment, but you're going to be, I don't know if you printed your thing out or if you're looking at it on another screen, your instructions, you're going to notice that this gable right here, which is a hip extension, okay, this hip extension is 16 feet. So let's turn this off. Oh, not just that, but here, it's 16 feet, and from here to here is 5 feet, right? So, so now, remember, you hit your brake tool. Excuse me here. Let me write this down because I get excited. I'm thinking about 4 things while I'm trying to show y'all. So we have to hit 16 and we got 5. Okay, so let's go to let's take the underlayment off. I'm gonna hit my brake tool right here and look at that number, right? I want that to be 16. 16, right? I'm gonna click. I'm gonna hold my control key to create that extension. So I'm gonna left click and drag and look at that number on the top. I want that to be about 5 feet. I'm gonna release it. Now, so it looks like this number is 5, but in reality it's probably not, because if I click there, you see it's 5 feet 1 inch. That's why I asked y'all to come in here and change this thing. So I'm going to click here. Oops, excuse me. I'm going to click here, change that to a 5. Hit enter. Now it's a real 5. And remember earlier when I clicked down here and I moved it to 16, it's not 16. It's 16.1. But now if I click here and I hit 16, now it's 16. Now while I'm here, I need to change this into a hip, right? And while you're there, remember you have your overhangs. 16. Okay, so now your overhang, it says multiple. You're going to delete it and hit 16, enter. So now you're looking at it, you should look like this. And make sure here, so go here and make sure that you have your that is still 4 pitch, which is the your slope riser. Make sure that it's all 4, because remember they told you everything has to be 4. Now you can click here. You see this little line right here? Look at the problem we have here. You see, this is what it should be, like that, right? But right now yours looks like this, hopefully. Now I'm going to click here. You see this little line here? What I do is I take this all the way to the end and snap to that. Now look at this number right on the top. You're going to see this line. You see that 11.2? That tells you that you're snapping to that. Especially since this thing now says 22.4. Okay, so now let's see if we have everything. We're going to go here. We have the eve in, excuse me, the overhangs are 16. Therefore, 12ths. Now, if I hit my underlayment, let's see if all the numbers are right. So if I click here, you see at 5, 5, right? Let's go and enlarge this area. 16 and 16, 8 and 8, 8, 5 and 3, 16, 8, 5 and 3, 16. So everything's perfect, okay? And you want to try to make everything as perfect as possible. That way, you're when you're doing your estimates, it's gonna be perfect. You want to try to score 100 if you can. That's my achievement always. I always try to score 100 on my test. I don't. I usually get at 98, 97, but I get close. I've made a couple of hundreds. Um, so let's go ahead and change this name right now. It says mate roof. Sounds like I must have misspelled the first one because this is taken. Uh, I put a T at the end. We'll fix that. So let's double click here. We're going to change this to HIPEXTENSION. Enter. Okay. Uh, right here, I must have, yep, you see it, I misspelled it. Me and my exciting. I'm going to go and hit main roof. Okay. This wouldn't have failed you just because you misspelled it. Does nobody's ever going to see this stuff. Okay, so here's one thing that I didn't explain to y'all, and I changed it because I I I don't even have to think about what I'm doing, so I don't explain all my stuff. So watch this. You see, I have this little extension here, right? Now watch this. If I hit my brake tool, look what's going to happen. I hit my brake tool and I click here, move it down, and I try to move it over. Look, you see that little thing? You see, it's not letting me move it. So this is what happens. You draw your main roof, right? And when you put this extension here and this extension here, what happens that Xactimate locks this so that you don't mess this up. So let me turn off my underlay. You see right in here, if you notice, you're going to have a lock. That thing is locked. So what you do is you click on that lock, another one appears, you click it, watch it open up. Now that is locked. Okay, so now, so let me show you something. There's one more lock that you're going to have to lock, and let me explain it why. Okay, so if I go in here, and I'm going to put my underlayment so you can see what's going on. You see right now, everything is aligned right here. So if I went in here, hit my brake tool, and selected the area that I want to extend, look at this right here. When I click and go to the right, you see your ridge is moving. So what you need to do is, let me turn off the underlayment so yours will look like mine. So if I click here, you see this lock right here, this bottom one. And I'm not going to go over on years. Just remember this one right here, okay? Uh, I got to explain about all those other ones, and I have other videos for that. But for your test, don't forget to lock that. You see, I hit that. I have another lock here, right? You click that one, and then it's locked. Okay, so you got to take those two steps. Uh, so now let's put the underlayment back. And remember, every time I'm taking this underlayment, you're not doing it because you don't have an underlayment here. Okay, so I'm going to hit my B for brake. I'm going to click here, right? I'm going to go down. I'm going to release it. I messed up. I can tell you, maybe not. No, I didn't. Okay, so I'm going to click here and just move this over. You see, nothing happened. Nothing's happening to that ridge in the middle because we have it locked for the left side. You're going to release it. You're going to click here and you're going to change this into a three or remember guys, do not go by my numbers because yours are going to be different. This is his test. I taught I think it was, let's say, about 28 students at Mile High to Justin, and I think 26 of them paid the company, well, they paid us extra to learn level one certification, and they all decided to take the test together. And I'm like, guys, I don't suggest that. And they all used one guy's information. Every one of them failed it except one guy, the one that they used his thing. So, every single one of them was different. And I try to tell them, I said, look, guys, y'all can do whatever you want, but do not do it that way. And every single one of them failed it. So just because yours look like mine, do not use it. You got to use your information, not this information that I'm showing you here. Okay, so it looks like we're actually done. Okay, yeah, with this certification. And that's no, okay. So no, there is one more number we forgot to do. You see right here, we got 12.7, and there's just 12.6, right? So I'm gonna click on. Okay, my machine is doing an autosave. Okay, so you see this little block here? If you click here and change this to 12.6, now I guarantee you, if you follow those steps that I showed you, you would pass this certification. Well, there's more to it than this. Remember, you have your room drawings. Then they're going to ask you a bunch of questions, and I'll go over some of those questions when Tommy starts uh, getting into that area. I'm not gonna give you the answers because it's not fair to everybody else. So, um, but I will give y'all some. I'm going to change the wording a little bit, and that way you know what you're going to get into. Thank you for watching this video. What do you always say, Tommy?
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Thank you. you know, that's really important to me. So now this is what yours is probably going to look like, just like this. Okay. Again, thank you for watching my video. I hope this helps you a lot, guys. I want y'all to pass, man. Um, I give one-on-one lessons. I'm not cheap, but you can learn a lot. Thank you.